Welcome back to South for Your Mouth. We're back in the kitchen at Mima's house. Today we're joined by one of my pretty children. And what are we making?
Today we're making sheet pan nachos. It's perfect weather for it. It's gloomy outside. You want something quick and easy to make. This is the thing. I make this all the time for myself. So I want to give you a quick rundown of what all you're going to need. So we got some Pam to spray our pan. We're going to lay out all the chips on here. That's going to be kind of a last step type thing. Today we made a little extra easy. We got some shredded rotisserie chicken. We got one whole one right there. We got one whole large bell pepper. We did green, but you can do any of the color bell peppers. They'd be great. We got one whole onion cut up, and we're cutting them up in nice thin strips as well. It just lays out a little bit better on the nachos. We got some cheese dip. Gordo's is really good. It's going to get that melty cheese to put on top. We're also going to use some bacani as well to season our vegetables and also throw on top as well. Also, don't forget, as a nice topping, you're going to put some sharp cheddar shredded cheese. You can also do Mexican blend, mozzarella, whatever fits your fancy. All right, we're just going to put just a little bit of oil down to cook our peppers. We're going to turn this on medium-high heat, and we'll get our oil nice and hot before we add our peppers down. All right, now that we got our pan heating up, we did go ahead and pre-chop our onions and peppers too, which is great, especially for a day like today where you just want to have dinner and not have to worry about too much prep work. So we're going to throw in our peppers and our onions. And like I said, we get it on medium-high heat. And we're going to let that cook down a little bit, and then we're going to add our seasonings. We got onion powder, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, paprika, salt and pepper, and I'm also going to add just a little bit of that pecani sauce to just kind of give it that vibe that we're looking for. I personally am not a measure seasoning. I measure with my heart, so we're just going to slap everything on there. So we got our salt, our pepper, our garlic powder, just a little bit of cayenne pepper. Then we got our paprika.
Smoked paprika.
Smoked paprika.
Which is even better.
And once that cooks down a little bit, we'll add our pecani. All right, now that it's cooked down just a little bit, we're going to add some of our salsa. And if you ever get down to the bottom of the jar, you can add a little bit of water to it, shake it up, and add it in there. Just let it cook real good.
Oh, nice.
While our peppers are finishing up, we're going to go ahead and just spray our pan. We can go ahead and lay down our thing of chips. We'll just kind of spread it out as evenly as we can. All right, so we put about half a container of the Gordo's cheese in a bowl. So we're going to heat that up so we can layer it on our nachos. Now, it does tend to bubble over, so I microwave it in about 30-second increments, stir it a little bit, and it typically takes anywhere from about 2 minutes to 3 minutes to get completely melted. All right, so we got our chips laid out, we got our cheese melted, so we're going to go ahead and start kind of just drizzling it on. And you want this to be even too, so that when you heat it up, everything's kind of even with every bite. Nothing's worse than when you go in for nachos and you get one chip that doesn't have anything on it, so gotta make sure you got it as even as you can.
Or you get the four that are real soggy.
Yeah. So you want to make sure that everything's looking the same. That area is going to be a little soggy. It's okay. We'll just make sure not to give it to Dad. So the point of nachos, you're going to layer everything. So we're getting our base coat of cheese, and then we're going to go ahead and put those peppers and onions on because they're already finished up. All right. So just kind of layering everything down. Also, here are the peppers and onions when they're done. Just kind of layering everything across. You can also dice them too. It's really up to your personal preference. All right, now we're going to put our rotisserie chicken down. And again, just kind of spread it evenly across.
That's a lemon pepper, but you can do any kind you like, really. We had a mojo as well.
When I do it at home, sometimes I'll just take like a chicken breast and I'll just put it in the pan with the peppers and onions and then shred it afterwards. It's however you want to do it.
One.
All right, now we're going to take our sharp cheddar. Oh, we're just going to spread it out. We got a second pack.
Ready to go.
Yep, you can put any cheese that you find fitting. A little more for good measure. All right, we got our oven turned on 350. We're going to stick this in there. You don't really have to do much cooking in this process. This is really just to melt the cheese, get everything melted and delicious. So we're just going to pop that in there for about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, and then it'll be all good. All right, we got our nachos fresh out of the oven. You take a look at that, you see that the cheese is melted, the chicken is warmed, and everything's all coming together.
All right. Miss Calvin is doing taste testing today.
If I can get some of that chicken on it, there we go. All right. Fire. Very good.